And now back to the great hits of yesterday, today and tomorrow.
Hey, Chrissy.
Yeah.
How much do you love me?
You'll be after breakfast then, wouldn't you?
Well, a man can't face the day on an empty stomach.
Breakfast was off an hour ago, but I'll see if I can get you some cereal or something, but only because you're special.
Generous and compassionate, what a woman.
For that, I could stretch you to a plate of eggs, maybe even bacon. Take a seat.
You're brilliant, Chris.
Hey, break it up! Break it up!
Just a little disagreement there, officer. Nothing to get upset about. Everything's sweet.
Okay, you out of my pub now.
He just swept me, Chris, honest. I didn't do anything.
You right, Ernie?
You want to lay a complaint?
Don't want to lay a complaint. You know, I don't know. He's not worth it.
You want to take care of this?
Yeah, sure.
Come on, Ernie, I'll get you a drink.
I'll check you later, Ernie. You pick up that pool game later, eh, mate?
Might be a good idea if you find somewhere else to play pool there, mate.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing.
Oi. I don't want to see you around here again.
Feelings mutual, eh? Check you later.
Oh, right. What time do you call this, mate?
I'm on late shift, as you well know.
Oh, we've missed you. Station isn't the same without your smiling face.
Well, you're lucky I came in at all. My numbers came up last night.
In your dreams?
And that was the only problem.
You broke up a fight at the Imperial just now.
Yeah. And I didn't have a chance to have any breakfast, but all in the line of duty.
Chris reckons some bruiser was laying into Ernie Savage.
Well, only can be a little annoying early in the day.
The bloke's managed to tear the cloth on the pool table. She wants him to pay up, so give her a call with name and address.
I didn't get it.
Why not?
Well, it's just a bit of a blur. It didn't seem any point.
You're supposed to take the names. You can be the one to break the happy news to Chris. You and Joe, you're on patrol.
PJ, Travis Morrow seen yesterday in St David's. A warrant of apprehension out on him. You guys better keep a lookout for this fella in your travels,
Convictions
eh?
include possession, trafficking in amphetamines, heroin, numerous convictions for burgs, incarcerated in the 80s for serious assault. Nice guy.
Jack of all trades.
Sarge. I've already seen him. This is the guy in the pub just now.
I know it only looks small, but that is going to cost a heap to replace.
I reckon that guy is off his nut.
He a friend of yours, is he?
Are you joking? Did you get a look at the size of this bloke? He's built like a brick toilet.
What were you fighting about?
Nothing. I just sort of brushed past him and he went off his scone.
Look, you haven't seen him in here before, have you, Chris?
No, I haven't, but I'm looking forward to meeting him again.
Call us if you do.
I've dealt with bigger bullies than that before.
There's a warrant out on him.
And you let him go?
We didn't know at the time, Chris. It's just one of those things.
You said you were going to deal with him.
I sent him on his way. I didn't really think anything had come of it.
No, you didn't think, did you?
Now, we've got, like, a bloody criminal running around hurting innocent people.
And I'm out of pocket.
And she's out of pocket.
Look, I'm really sorry, Chris. If there's anything I can do to help...
Constable, we have to go.
It was just out there before.
But not now.
No, it disappeared as soon as I turned my back to renew.
Can you tell us what kind of car it was?
No, I don't know. Red Commodore or Ford.
How long was it out there for?
Well, Simon got me up just before 5. I thought I heard someone in the garden. So I looked out the window and this guy took off across the street and got into the car.
So what did he look like?
Oh, it was still dark.
But you must have been able to see something.
I don't know. He seemed pretty tall.
And you're sure he was in the garden?
Yes, I'm sure.
It's just you're not really giving us much
Look,
to
I'm
go.
not overreacting, OK? My husband's a bank manager. Now, there's all kinds of weirdos out there who'll try to...
Mrs. Sutton. We're here to listen. What made you concerned enough to ring us?
Half an hour ago, he turned up again.
And what was he doing?
He just parked out the front again.
Well, did you get his rego number?
I didn't think to look.
Is everything all right?
Oh, that man who was hanging around, he came back again.
What's going on?
Oh, your wife's just telling us what she saw.
And you're sure he was out there?
Here, can you take him?
Sweetheart, look, I know that
Look,
you're
I
feeling...
saw him. I'm not imagining it.
Yeah, but
okay?
maybe there's nothing in it.
Oh, thank you very much.
What's this?
Oh, don't start, Kevin.
Judy, you know that we can't...
Can't what? Afford the basics? He's your son, Kevin.
Mrs. Sutton, Mr. Sutton, if this car turns up again, you'll let us know.
Yeah.
Look, take Simon. I'll be back in a minute, okay?
Come on.
I'll see you out. Come on. Jude's a bit on edge lately. Simon's teething and has been keeping her awake at nights.
No trouble. What about Judy's daughter? Did she see anything?
Sally, yep. She's staying with her grandmother. Just while we get through this patch.
Has anything unusual been happening over the last few days? Strange phone calls, that kind of thing?
If anything happened, I'd let you know.
Thanks, Kevin.
Bit of a down market car for a bank manager to drive, do you reckon?
Maybe it's Judy's.
Or there's some financial problems?
He runs the community bank. He's not going to be making that much.
I just hate seeing that kind of unhappiness. I hope they can work something out, if only for their kids.
Plenty of good kids come from broken homes.
Yeah, I guess they do. So did your folks stay together?
No.
So neither of us come from your perfect family, then?
I guess not.
Look, I'm sorry about this morning.
You live and learn.
Won't happen again.
We got nothing to go on. No description, no rego.
But she did see someone.
Well, I don't know. But something's definitely going on at that place.
Nothing to worry about, I hope.
Kevin and Judy, just a bit stressed, that's all.
Well, a new baby can do that to you.
Well, they're more than a bit stressed. I mean, he had a go at her, right in front of us, about spending money.
Always thought the Suttons were the golden couple of Mount Thomas. Even the golden ones can run into trouble.
Well, second time round for him, isn't it?
The thing about marriage is you've just got to keep working at it. Once you get kids involved in the mix, it gets really hard, as you yourself might find out one day.
Me? I'll probably end up like that senile spinster in Paget's Lane with her 50 cats.
Have we got anything on Travis Morrow yet?
No, nothing.
We're still waiting for the manager of the Cosy Comfort to get back to us.
Look, it's probably nothing, but have the patrol drop by the Sutton place this afternoon.
Will do, boss. Constable Jones, you were the last one on this morning, weren't you?
Yeah?
You know what that means?
Look, why don't you let me pay for the pool table?
No, it's fine.
It's not fine. I feel terrible.
It's okay, really.
Are you sure?
I'll make you pay in other ways.
Look, Chris, if you want my body, I'm really not in the best shape at the moment.
Not again.
Not gonna keep it down! Please. Look, who cares? Who cares?
What's going on in here?
It's nothing, I'm sorry.
That's right, I'm absolutely nothing. I am nothing. Stuff you!
Mr. Sutton, friend of yours?
No, just a customer.
A customer.
Look, I knocked him back for a loan last week. He saw me here, he took it upon himself to sit down.
You don't think this could be the same person that your wife saw this morning, do you?
Look, this sort of thing happens all the time. They all seem to think they can take a piece of me.
Could you give me his name?
Is that really necessary?
Oh, I think it is, yes.
I can't remember it off the top of my head.
Well, when you do remember it, why don't you give me a call, huh?
Sure. Yep. Thanks, Constable.
And Kevin says he was a customer.
Yeah, but they were obviously having lunch together.
There's no law against that.
Yeah, but this guy didn't look like he had two sticks to rub together.
That's obviously why he was knocked back on the loan.
Well, I don't think that's why they were arguing in the first place.
You know what they were arguing about?
Dunno, but they were having a real go at each other.
It's none of our business.
Look, think about it. The Suttons are obviously up to their ears in debt. I mean, there's that tragic old bomb parked in the driveway.
Oh, bomb.
Oh, 120Y. Biggest heap of rust you've ever seen.
Kevin's got a brand new Falcon. He showed it to me after the last board meeting.
Not anymore.
Not much to build a case around, Constable.
I'm just going to step out for a while. I won't be back.
Oh, he's going for a power walk, is he?
Hey, the man's allowed to go out by himself.
You beauty. There's a wrestling special on tonight.
Oh, PJ, mate, I can't believe you watch that stuff, mate. It's not even sport.
Of course it is.
A bunch of muscle-bound lunkheads in fancy dress pretending to hurt each other.
Yeah, exactly. It's great.
Don't tell me you watch it too.
Yeah, she just loves the muscle.
Ah. So it's all on for your place tonight, Pete?
Sure is.
I'll bring a beer.
And I'll bring the pizza. What time?
7:30.
Excellent. So you're going to come along tonight? PJ's the wrestling.
No, I don't think so.
Come on, it'll be a laugh. Get your mind off work.
No, some of us like work.
Oh, come on, Sarge. Everyone would love to see you there.
Just take a seat, Mr. Lewis. You won't be long.
Look, I'm sorry. I've got another appointment. I've got to go.
I'm sorry. Senior Sergeant Croydon.
Brooke? Actually, I'd like a word with Mr. Sutton.
He's not here right now.
Any idea when he'll be back?
Well, I don't like to ask him. He's a bit edgy at the moment. He's been really stressed.
I hope you're not taking my name in vain.
Mr. Sutton, your 12:30's already left, but Mrs. Rogers is ready.
What can I do for you, Tom?
Actually, I'd like a word.
I'm very busy.
Won't take a minute.
Okay.
I heard there was a bit of trouble at the pub earlier.
Ah, as I told your constable, it's nothing, really. It's just one of those unfortunate things that comes with the job sometimes.
And my constable also mentioned that there seemed to be a bit of tension between you and Judy.
Oh, I think that's my affair.
Oh, of course it is. But I'd like to think that we were friends.
Ah, Judy's just having a bit of a hard time, Tom. She's frustrated, stuck at home with Simon all day.
It's a good thing she's got the car then.
Sorry?
My constable said he saw a Datsun. Like you at the Falcon, so I assume...
No, that's just a courtesy car. Mine's even being serviced. Yeah. It's not much of a car, is it? Look, I appreciate your concern, Tom, but as you can see, I've got people waiting.
All right, then.
When Simon came, we thought that was the answer to all our prayers.
Yeah. Never prepared for how much they're going to change your life.
No, Judy, she's tired all the time. She's angry. Everything I do is wrong.
Perhaps you need to take a break, get away together.
Well, I don't think the budget's going to stretch itself quite that far this year. Look, it's great to talk to you, Tom, but business calls.
Kevin Sutton has got a few personal problems which we all suffer from time to time.
So did he explain why he was driving around in that old heap?
Yes, he did. It's a courtesy car. His car is being serviced.
He needs to get himself a more upmarket garage.
A bloke matching Travis Morrow's description checked into the Cosy Comfort last night.
What name did he give?
John Howard, and he gave a Canberra address.
A crime with a sense of humour. About time. Is he still there?
He's not there, but the manager says his stuff still is.
You busy, Jones?
I don't know, ask her.
You want him, you can have him.
Police, stay where you are!
What the hell happened?
I lost the bastard. Again!
No doubt Morrow's a heavy customer. Nearly took out Jones here.
What was he driving?
Red Commodore, mid-80s.
Yeah, same car Judy Sutton saw outside her place.
Well, there's more than one 80s model red Commodore in the neighbourhood, Jones.
Yeah, but it's a bit of a coincidence, though, don't you reckon?
Might be worth having a word to the Suttons to see if either of them know this Travis Morrow.
I can't see it myself, but go ahead.
Whoever he was laying into is probably short on a bit of blood now.
Get on to the hospital. Get on to every doctor in town. If we're lucky, he'll turn up somewhere for treatment.
No idea who it was that was being assaulted.
Whoever it was, they were no happier to see us than Morrow was.
Took off like a skun cat. I just tried calling Judy Sutton before and I couldn't get through, so I checked with the phone company. The phone's been disconnected.
Oh, what's going on?
Unpaid bill.
How much?
$120.
Maybe they just forgot to pay. It happens.
What about Kevin? Did you speak to him?
Yeah, says he's never heard of Morrow. Sarge, I'd like to go and visit Judy if I could.
I need you here more than the Suttons do.
It'll take 5 minutes.
Ring round the doctors and the hospitals.
Fine.
Is there some kind of problem?
No, I just wanted to talk to you about what happened this morning.
Look, I'm sure it was nothing.
Well, it might not be. Do you think it was this guy?
Well, like I said, it was dark.
Well, if you see him, you call us straight away.
Well, you think he's dangerous?
You can't be too careful.
Okay.
And Mr. Sutton's picking up his car?
What?
Oh, it's just that the courtesy vehicle's gone. The old Datsun.
No, that's not a courtesy vehicle. That's our car.
I thought you had a new Falcon.
Until last week we did.
Oh, you got rid of it?
Not exactly. It was repossessed.
Sounds like things are a bit tough at the moment.
Nothing we can't handle. Just family problems, that's all.
Look, if you need any help...
Yeah, Kevin's a good man.
Mrs. Sutton.
Thank you, Constable. We'll cope. Okay, we always do.
You have no right to head out on your own. Not when you need it here.
I just wanted to show her a mug shot. She deserves to be aware.
So did she recognise Morrow?
No, but she did confirm that they have money troubles and Kevin's been lying about the car.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah. It's not a courtesy car, it's their car. The Falcon got repossessed a week ago. So why do you reckon he's lying?
Perhaps he doesn't want anyone to know how bad things are.
It's not a good look. A bank manager that short of money.
What we need to focus on now, Constable, is finding Travis Morrow. Remember him? The guy you bumped into this morning?
Right.
Go through all his known associates and see if he has any links to Mount Thomas.
You know, you've been a little hard on him.
He's a beginner. Sometimes he could do with remembering that.
True, but he's got good instincts. I think you need to give him a break.
The only thing I need to give him is the idea that he isn't running this show.
Where are your mates tonight?
They're having a boys' night at PJ's place. I just thought they might have dropped in here first.
Blue movies?
Worse. Sport.
So you and Joe left out in the sewing circle, eh?
Oh. Joe's going.
Well, why aren't you there?
Wrestling. It's not really my thing.
Oh, yeah, and sitting on your own in the pubbies.
About bloody time you got here, mate. Tess. Hi. Hey, go in. Oh. Chardonnay. Oh. Well, come through.
Hey, Tess, didn't think you were coming.
Jonesy invited me.
Oh, he isn't even here himself yet.
Is he running late?
Well, maybe you scared him off, eh? Joke, Joyce.
You don't mind?
What do you think?
Tess, you changed your mind about watching the wrestling then, eh?
No, not really. I just came for the company, not the entertainment.
You going to do with one of these, are you?
Oh, always happy to serve.
Okay, sit on down. We've got a minute to go. Come on.
Pizza, but the delivery man's gone AWOL.
There's plenty of beer and stuff. Yep, have some chips.
Responding to the scenario in the yet-to-be-released report for the...
What do you want?
Look, I'm sorry to bother you so late, Mrs. Sutton.
Can this wait?
Look, I just wanted to say sorry about today. I didn't mean to frighten you.
That's fine. I'm coming. I really can't talk.
Is everything all right?
Simon!
Now he turns up.
Yeah, g'day. Sorry I'm late.
Go on, Jones. You just got pizzas delivered, mate.
PJ, could I go to work?
You let us down, my boy, but I forgive you.
Yeah, good at that.
Peaches will keep, mate.
Cold pizza makes an excellent breakfast. Oh, seriously, it does.
Look, I don't want to spoil the fun.
Spit it out. That break won't last forever.
I've just been round the Suttons. Cheers.
It's a bit late for house calls, isn't it?
Look, I know that I've got nothing solid to go on, but something really wrong's happening.
Yeah, they're probably worried because they've got a copper stalking them.
Look, the baby was crying, and there was this crashing sound, and she closed the door in my face.
We'll talk to the boss in the morning. Maybe he can have a word with Judy.
Hey, Peach. Mighty Max is about to go mad dog with a chair. Quick.
Excuse me. So what made you change your mind?
Oh, I never change my mind. You should know that by now.
How about tonight?
I just felt like embarrassing myself, I guess.
What?
Turning up uninvited.
You didn't need an invite?
I thought you'd be here.
Well, I am now. So who's your money on? Mighty Max or Mad Dog?
Backgammon? Feeling lucky?
My money's on the white.
Ah. Looks like I'm black.
I don't want to go to work.
Told you you were hitting it too hard last night.
Bourbon you brought round. I was fine on the beer.
Yeah, right. So I'll get Chris to get a big fry-up going. Nice big plate of greasy eggs and stuff, yeah?
No, don't talk about it. How come you're so chirpy this morning?
No, I've been up since 6.
You're a madman, Jones.
Singing about Judy Sutton.
Oh, she's a married woman.
Shut up, Joe.
He can't fix their problems.
No, but I can go and see her again.
Jonesy.
No, I'll just call in on the way to work. You want a lift?
Yes.
Well, come on.
I'm feeling sicker by the minute.
That'll learn you. Judy?
Hello?
Hello, Judy, it's the police.
Anyone home?
Must have left in a hurry.
Well, they wouldn't leave the door open. I mean, she had the security chain on it last night.
I'll go next door, see if they know where they are.
Hey, that was Jones. He took it upon himself to drop in on the Suttons this morning. Took Joe along for the ride.
Please let me deal with him when he comes in.
Don't deny me the pleasure, boss.
No, actually, he could be onto something. He said the front door was open, the place was deserted.
That's hardly cause for alarm.
Unless Judy's taken off.
Might drop down to the bank and have a word with Kevin Sutton.
Hey, maybe the kid's sick. I'll check at the hospital.
Hang on a minute, PJ. I'll come with you.
He must be here. I mean, if he's going to be late, he calls me and we make other arrangements. Mr. Sutton? Kevin! Oh, no.
It doesn't look like it's been forced. Who is the combination?
Besides head office, only Mr. Sutton.
Have you seen anyone hanging around the bank lately? Noticed anything unusual?
No, nothing out of the ordinary.
Brooke, have you seen this man?
No, I think I'd remember him. Kevin's been having some trouble lately, but
What sort of trouble?
I don't think I should say.
Brooke, we need you to tell us anything you know to help us make sense out of all this.
Me and Judy, we're pretty good friends. You know how we used to work together, and... Well, I was talking to her a couple of weeks back, and... She didn't want me to say anything.
We do need to know, Brooke.
She said she and Kevin had been having some money troubles, debts they couldn't pay.
Oh, well, how bad were the debts?
As bad as it can get. And had lost pretty much everything.
She said that.
Well, she was desperate. She didn't know how they were going to pay the bills back. She was talking about leaving him.
Has Kevin seemed any different to you lately?
Just that he's a bit cranky. Like his mind's somewhere else all the time.
Did Judy say anything else?
Kevin, he's got this brother. And he keeps on getting into trouble, and Kevin keeps on helping him out.
Helping him how?
He keeps on giving him money.
Why?
Well, Kevin never really said. But if you ask me, his brother's on drugs.
258 to Mount Thomas 900.
Mount Thomas 900 receiving. Go ahead, Tess.
We found the Sutton's car, boss. It's on the Old Lake Road.
Any sign of Kevin or Judy?
Nothing. The car engine has died, so whoever was driving's had to leg it. We're going to scout around.
All right, keep me informed.
Just had a confirmed 40 grand missing. I've seen it all now. Bank manager robs his own bank.
Come on, there's got to be a simple answer that explains all this.
Kevin does have a junkie brother. Yes, and some people will do anything for their own blood.
Kevin Sutton.
Oi! Sergeant, I'd like to introduce you to a friend of Kevin Sutton.
What's your name, sir?
Do you know where Kevin and Judy are, mate? Why would I know?
Well, you're driving their car.
Look, I'm just out on a walk.
Hey, take it easy, Constable. There's some pretty bad bruises you got there, sir.
Your sparring partner wouldn't happen to be Travis Morrow, would it, mate?
All right, I'll ask you again. What is your name?
You work it out.
So what's your relationship with Travis Morrow?
I told you I don't know the guy.
You were seen fighting with him yesterday.
Prove it.
You were also seen with Kevin Sutton yesterday.
Well, you can't arrest me for that.
Well, you seem pretty upset with him.
So?
Well, his bank was robbed this morning.
You seen any cash on me?
We can prove that you were driving his car shortly before you dumped it.
You see, the Suttons seem to have disappeared. And if they don't turn up soon, you could be answering some very serious charges.
We're going to turn your life upside down. Do you understand that?
And by the time we've finished with you, we'll know more about you than your own mum.
I'm going to ask you again, what is your relationship to Kevin Sutton?
So that's the brother.
Ross Sutton.
He's not saying where the Suttons are?
So do we think he was alone in the car?
Well, I reckon Kevin was in there with him.
So what are you thinking?
We know that Kevin opened the safe. I just don't think he actually robbed the bank himself. Well, Ross has been ripping off blind, and Kevin doesn't have any more money to give.
Ross forces him to see there's an alternative.
And Ross is a junkie. It's likely he owes some money to some pretty scary guys.
Scary guys like Travis Morrow.
If Morrow is involved, it's likely he's running the show.
Any news on Judy?
I've contacted family and friends. No one's seen or heard from her.
Well, Morrow couldn't be keeping them as collateral. Kevin and Ross have gone to deliver.
And Kevin's wandering around out there with the money. Hey, PJ. Do you really think that Morrow's got Judy and Simon?
Well, it's not a good thought, but it's a logical one. Hey, don't blame yourself.
If they're hurt or worse.
What? Have you got Morrow's name in the pump? None of that's what happened. Is that what you're thinking? Look, you're always questioning yourself in this job. That's the bad part, you know? You think, should I have done it this way? Should I have done it that way?
Yeah, but would you have got his name in the pub the other day?
I got a few years up on you, mate.
I'll take that as a yes.
Jones, you're a copper, right? You're not a social worker. You're not a mind reader. If you want to stay in this job, you've got to realise that you can't solve every problem that comes your way.
Sounding like the Sarge.
You're allowed to make the odd, small mistake. That's why we work as a team, you know, to look after each other.
Yeah, but do you actually think Tess wants me on the team?
Don't let her get to you. She's really got faith
When
in
you
you.
finish chatting, Constable, you can go back to watching Ross Sutton.
Judy must have been pretty upset when you left the house this morning with Kevin.
She's an uptight bitch.
You know, if anything happens to Judy and the baby, you're not going to get sent somewhere nice like a comfy drug rehab.
Oh, I don't do drugs.
No, I reckon you'll get a few years somewhere really nice, like Barwon.
Look, she was there when we left this morning.
So you were at the house last night.
I'm allowed to visit my brother.
And I'm taking a guess here, but Morrow was with you?
I told you, I don't know the guy, okay?
You owe him money.
Who told you that?
And I guess when all this is settled, Morrow will deal with you in his own way, am I right? Ross, do you actually care about your brother?
Of course I do.
Sounds like he's been doing you a lot of favours over the years. That must count for something.
Are you going to charge me with something, or I want a lawyer?
Judy and Simon could have been killed. Does that mean anything to you? Ross was there last night when I went round.
Persuading his brother to help him out, no doubt.
And Morrow was there too.
Are you sure about that?
Oh yeah, Ross is terrified.
All right, they were on the Lake Road.
And we caught Ross heading northwest.
Which means they must be meeting Morrow somewhere in this region.
Lakeside car park could be the go.
Yeah, it's pretty isolated.
We'll get
out
Ben
there.
and Joe onto it.
Constable? Kevin.
Mr. Sutton,
It's too late to worry.
you need to tell us where Morrow is.
They're not here.
Who's not here?
I waited.
Do you know where Judy and Simon are?
Mount Thomas 258 to Mount Thomas 900.
Too late for what?
I've lost everything. He's killed him.
Last night, he pushed Ross in the door. Thank you.
Morrow.
Yeah. Yeah, he had a knife. Ross was so scared he was almost crying.
And where were Judy and Simon during all this?
I let her down. I've let my family down.
We're going to find Judy and Simon, Kevin, but we need you to tell us everything that happened.
Well, Morrow said that I had to pay him back the money that Ross owed him. Judy said that we didn't have any money to give.
Then what happened?
He hit her. He wanted to go to the bank then. I told him that the safe was on a timer, and he said, fine, we'll wait.
Did Morrow take Judy and Simon with him this morning?
Yeah, he left when we did. We went to the bank, me and Ross. We took the money. I had no choice, Tom.
Did he say anything about meeting up with Ross later?
Oh, look, I have racked my brain.
What happened when the car broke down, Kevin?
I panicked. I had to get the money to him, so I just took off across the paddocks. Ross couldn't keep up. When I got there...
Morrow wasn't there.
I waited. I was hoping that they'd come back.
We're going to find them, Kevin.
Oh, I hope it's not too late.
Oh, I really don't feel well. Well, Ross, the quicker you tell us about what you know about Morrow, the quicker you can get outside and get some fresh air.
Look, he works for some guys I know. I owe him a bit of money, okay?
So you thought you'd visit your brother and get some help, and Morrow followed you?
So whose idea was it to make Kevin get the money?
Oh, it wasn't me.
I've had enough of this constable.
Yeah. You want to put him in the cells?
Yeah, well, you won't have to talk to anyone in there, Ross. In fact, you'll have plenty of time to reflect on your sins in complete privacy.
Come on up, you get.
Hey, look, Morrow told me to go with Kevin to that bank to stop him from coming to you guys.
So what happened if your plans went wrong? How are you going to contact each other?
Jesus, I'm gonna spew.
Coming down off smack will do that to you, I'm told.
No, I don't use. I'm really cook. Oh, get off!
Looks like track marks to me. What's this?
I don't know. Mobile phone number.
You could have told us this hours ago.
Morrow is going to be waiting on this call.
We can't trust Ross to make it.
Well, Kevin's in no shape to make it either.
Got no choice. Judy and the boy could be in serious strife.
And he's sure as hell not a patient kind of guy.
Kevin has got to be 100% or Morrow will be onto it.
Not a word to him.
It's Kevin. From Ross. Look, I've got the money.
Where are Judy and Simon? Don't you stuff me around, Sutton.
The car broke down, we got there late, you were gone.
Put Ross on. He's out of it. Yeah, right. He knows what to do. Just put him on.
He's passed out, he's taken something, I don't know what.
Come on, Kevin, keep it together.
Where are you?
I'm at a service station just outside St David's. Look, there's a camping ground about 1 kilometre from here, on the Lucas track.
You got a map? What do you reckon?
I'll meet you there in half an hour. I got $40,000. Do you want it or not? He's gone.
Let's go.
I'm sorry, I need you to stay with Ross until St David's can pick him up.
Been told I have to look after you.
Just leave me alone.
See, it's not in my nature to do that. I'm a persistent bugger. Yeah, just you and me.
Where's Joe? Fire trail, 30 seconds away. See you up the road.
Okay.
Clear on what to do?
I wait, he comes, I keep him talking.
I need you to try and get him out of the car, if you can.
Do you think Judy and Simon will be with him?
I think that's pretty unlikely.
But we'll get to them. You just hang in there, okay?
I need a doctor.
Well, she's on her way, but she said it'd take a while.
I need help now!
Yeah, it hurts, doesn't it?
You bastard.
I reckon Judy and Simon could use some help right now.
They're only meant as insurance, you know, to make Kev help us.
You never stop thinking of yourself, do you?
Well, you met Morrow, you don't argue with the guy.
And how many times has Kevin bailed you out over the years, you reckon?
He owed me.
For what?
He's always had it good all his life. You know what I mean?
So?
So our old man reckoned the sun shone out of him. I was never as good as Kevin.
Well, it's time to get a new story, Ross. Or haven't you noticed? You're not 10 anymore.
Let me know if there's any change.
Receive that 900. 258 out.
Has Morrow showed yet?
No, not yet.
Do you think he could have spotted us?
I hope not. If Morrow's feeling trapped, he could do something desperate.
You didn't tell him I was here, did you?
Didn't have to. He worked it out for himself. Still, I reckon that's the least of your problems. You know you'll be looking at a murder charge if anything happens to Judy and Simon. And a bloke like Travis Morrow, I reckon he'll have a few mates on the inside.
Anything went wrong, I was meant to meet him at St. Park.
Where?
I don't know, down by the river.
What's it called?
Benson. Bentley?
Benton.
Right, you sit. How far?
About 15 minutes.
Has Morrow turned up yet?
No, not yet. Either he's seen us or he's taking his time.
Well, he's got to have Judy and Simon locked up somewhere.
There's an old Park storage shed out there. I'll let Sergeant Gallagher know, but if you see Morrow, you wait for backup, understood?
Absolutely, boss.
What about me?
You will be keeping me company.
Jones is on his way now. He'll get back to me if he locates Simon and Judy.
As long as he doesn't try to take Morrow on his own.
I've told him what to do.
I'll head over there, boss.
Morrow could still turn up.
Give him a few more minutes.
Are you sure?
What choice do we have?
.208 to map, Thomas 900.
Mount Thomas 900 receiving.
I think I've located Judy Sutton and the baby and... Boss is here.
Receive that 209. Get out of sight. Other units are on their way.
You received that.
Bloody husband called the cops, didn't he? Right?
Please. Now, come on. What do you want? No! My baby! What are you doing? Please.
Set your trap.
Please, just...
Police, don't move!
Please, just...
There's no need to hurt her, mate.
The gun! Throw the gun in now! Come on! Come on! You think that's gonna protect you, eh?
If you're smart, you can let her go and still get away.
What do you think I am, stupid?
Simon!
Oh, Jesus! Oh. Ah! Ah!
Put down the knife!
Get off him! Get off him!
Put down the knife!
Yeah, Judy and Simon are over there in the shed.
I thought I might be too late.
Believe it or not, I had it all under control.
Is that right?
Yeah, I was just about to take his name.
Constable Jones, take Mr. Sutton through the cells, please.
Wait.
Kevin, I'm so glad you guys are all right. Look, I never meant for you to get hurt, I promise.
You put us through hell.
No, I'm so sorry.
No. You're not.
Judy, I never meant for any of this to happen, I promise you.
You need help, Ross?
I know. I know, I'm gonna get help. I'm gonna get it.
Never again. You hear me? Never again.
I'll fix it up. Kev, I'll fix it up. I'll make it better for you. It'll be okay. I'll make it right. Kev!
I need a word with you, Tom. What have I done?
You found yourself in an impossible situation.
I've put the lives of my wife and child in danger. I've breached the security of the bank.
You can't be held responsible for the things that Morrow and your brother have done.
But it is my responsibility. I thought Ross would change. I thought I could change him. All I had to do was just hang in there.
You love your brother. He can't be blamed for that.
Yeah, but it's no excuse. I think under the circumstances, Tom, I should resign from the bank.
I don't think that'll be necessary.
But I've let everyone down. I mean, how can I expect people to trust me again?
Look, you can put in your resignation if you like, but if anybody on the board dares to vote for it, I'll be the next to go. We'll talk tomorrow. Why don't you go home and look after your family?
Thanks.
I believe I owe you an apology.
For what?
Your instincts were right about this case. Which is more than I can say for mine.
Well, thanks, but you saved my skin.
We're a team.
Are we?
I know I've been hard on you over the last couple of days. It's just I've seen some inexperienced coppers come in too hard, and I've seen the damage that can cause. You did great work today, Evan. See you in the morning.
Look, we're all going down the pub for a drink. Would you like to come?
No, I'm not really in the mood.
Come on, what's all this talk about teamwork? The Sarge has got to walk the talk.
I suppose.
And Chris has got this huge video screen in for tonight. Be great.
Ah, don't tell me. The wrestling.
No, not the wrestling.
All right, then. You're on.
Monster trucks.